Hello, dear listeners. Welcome back to your favorite show, They Said It, English podcast. This is your host, Gayathri Govindraju, and I am back with another interesting topic today. Today, we are going to talk about respect and why respect is important. Respect is important to hold our relations strong. It is only possible when we have respect towards each other. Respect means accepting the other person for who they are, irrespective of their age, physical appearance, or background. That is why being respectful to each other should be taught from an early age. With all this being said, I remember an article that I read quite some days back, which is about a concept called gun shy. The meaning of this peculiar word is never treat others or yourself in a way to make them feel small. The feeling of insignificance, small or less worthy starts at making comparisons. Oh, she is such a nice dancer. I never know how to move my leg. You are in a way concluding that you will never be as good as or as successful as the other person. By making such observations and conclusions, we are ignoring our own world and focusing more on the world around us. So, the key is to respect ourselves first to understand the actual importance of respecting others. This sense of respect for each other builds a healthy environment of trust and well-being. In such an environment, there are less chances of conflicts or disputes. A person who values respect can easily handle disagreements and holds immense patience. As I mentioned before, respect has to be taught from a very early age. We can teach this to kids in different ways. Let us discuss a few of them in the rest of our episode today. Point number 1. Let them know the power of their words. In my childhood, I read a story. It is a story about a father who teaches his ratty son how his hurtful words impact others. In this story, the father is displeased with the boy's behavior and decides to teach him a lesson. He gives his son a wooden plank and asks him to hit a nail on the plank whenever he is angry with somebody. In the beginning, the boy used to hit at least 20 nails on the wooden plank. As the days passed by, the number of nails also decreased, and soon the father observed that the boy no longer was hitting nails on the plank. The father took the boy to the wooden plank and asked him to remove all those nails. The boy did so and gave the wooden plank back to his father. The father then showed the ugly wooden plank with all the holes over it and explained to the boy that when you hurt others with your bad behavior and strong words, the impact of it is there on them for a really long time, just like the holes on this wooden plank. This makes your relationship with the people weak and fragile. So, always use your words carefully. Isn't that a wonderful story? The words that we use to communicate with others are very strong and powerful, and hence determine our relationship with them. Point number 2. Value property. Property. What does that mean? When I say property, I mean the things we use. Especially, kids do not realize the value or importance of a place or a thing. For example, they just jump on their beds with all their muddy shoes on, or even use a currency note that is just lying on there to clean up the ice cream that he has on his t-shirt. Right, valuing property means to put the things back in place where they belong and taking good care of them. This being said, we should also teach children not to take others' things. In case they borrow, it is important to return it in good shape as it was when borrowed. Kids like to follow them as they learn. So, let's try to teach them in the coolest way possible. Point number 3. Very important. Cooperate and obey. I mentioned about the concept called gun shy. Irrespective of who the person is, we shouldn't make them feel small. The same is applicable here. We deal with people younger to us. We deal with people who are less powerful. By virtue of their situation, they may need our help or advice. Respecting here means cooperating with them so that they get what they are in need for. On the other hand, obedience comes with power and authority. This is a pretty natural way of showing respect. Parents, teachers, boss at our workplace, elders, all these people come under this group of people. Respecting their authority means acknowledging their position or superiority. These are the 3 points that I would like to mention today in our episode. By showing respect to others, we can create a more inclusive and passionate society where everyone feels valued and appreciated. Therefore, it is important to practice respect in our daily lives and to teach it to our future generations. That is all for today, and I hope you liked my insights about today's topic, that is, what is respect and why respect is important in our daily lives. For more such insightful content, please follow or subscribe the show and share across to your friends and family. Don't forget to like us on social media to hang on to our updates. Until I catch up with you in another interesting episode, this is your host, Gayathri Govindaraju, signing off. See you all next time. Bye bye.